Hello there everyone, welcome back to a brand new show review. Today I finally finished watching X-Men 97. I know, it took me a while, but I really enjoyed this freaking series, man. Wow. I mean, I am a big X-Men fan and half of my comics are about the X-Men, are about Wolverine, are about the new X-Men, Generation X, Excalibur too. Like, I love the X-Men. And when I was looking through my phone when they released it back 3-4 years ago, whatever, this series, I was like, ooh, I'm hyped. All right, cool. So now that I finally finished watching it, by the way, I haven't watched the original series, like X-Men, the 90s X-Men series. I have not watched that yet, but I'm planning to. But X-Men 97, obviously, you need to know your basic X-Men lore to understand this series. Obviously, you don't really need to, but it is pretty interesting if you would watch the first original series and watch this one next, because the first episode focuses on Charles Xavier's school for gifted youngsters, and Charles Xavier isn't there because he is presumed to be dead. And I was like, interesting. All right, yeah, sure, why not, right? I understood the story, right? But I think in the 90s series, it gets explained how he died. So, hey, all right. Anyway, so you have the teachers in the school, which are the X-Men, right? You have Jean Grey, Scott Summers, Wolverine. We have Beast 2, Morph 2, Jubilee. Oh no, Jubilee is a student, but yeah, she's probably like a senior. You have Remy LeBeau, aka Gambit. Respect. I love Gambit so much. We have Rogue. We have all kinds of different X-Men in this series, which I really, really liked. So, obviously, we also have Magneto, but he's a villain, I guess. But, they try to work the school out because Charles isn't there. They're headmaster, and they need to learn things. It gets revealed that Magneto is now the owner of the school, and that's an entire drama, right? And this show is just pure X-Men, right? There's nothing new. There are no new characters, no new villains, no new superheroes. It's just X-Men. And that's why I loved it, because the writers, the editors, the animators, everything is too perfect. Like, everything is so X-Men-ish. Like, you have racism against the mutants, or they get thrown away at the side of the road or something. People hate them, right? And that's the main thing about the mutants. They were born with their gifts. Like, for example, Doctor Strange, his magic comes from him learning like witchcraft and stuff like that. Captain America was drugged and became a super soldier. That's okay, right? But mutants, they were born with it. Ew, that's disgusting. Not really, but whatever. That's the story of the X-Men, and that's why I love them so much. They're flawed characters, and they try to do something good with the world, but people won't see that, right? But yeah, a few villains come, are in this story, in episodes of this story, in the season, which I really liked. You have Mojo, who battles Jubilee and Sunspot, which is Roberta da Costa, which is another X-Men character, really nice. He's one of the new mutants. So there we go. You have a story where Storm and another X-Men character try to get Storm's powers back. Very cool. Very, I would say, double layered. Like, the meanings are double layered, especially for Storm, who wants her powers back, thanks to someone, because someone uses the technology to actually have like neck bands or neck braces or something to put on someone, and their powers are gone or eliminated for a while. As Storm got that treatment, which is really sad, because she has the coolest powers, right? But who is that person, you might add? Well, there are a few actually. Mr. Sinister is also a villain who works for the main villain, which is Bastion. But Mr. Sinister also has a little story with Jean Grey. He was supposedly the one who cloned Jean Grey, and Jean Grey's son is Cable, and he came back from the future to stop the main villain, which is obviously Bastion. Like I said, Bastion is a character, a mutant who can control technology. He can make sentinels, and together with a scientist who we also see in the X-Men Days of Future Past film, played by Peter Dinklage. The same scientist, I guess, works with Bastion to create sentinels, and the sentinels are very original, like the purple and the pink ones, really, you know, very original. You know, they're the very OG sentinel designs, which is really nice. Obviously, this is the X-Men '97. It's a continuation of the '90s X-Men show, which is lovely, right? And obviously, there are '90s references. Like you have music, like for example, Nation, a Happy Nation comes in my mind because they played that one with a freaking cool ass dancing scene. What the hell? I've never seen a dancing scene so brilliantly done in animation before. Really great, really great. Between Magneto and Rogue, beautiful. I would say beautiful, beautiful. So anyway, there are other references like the real world, like buildings that are still existing. Obviously, there are 2 buildings that still exist in the 90s but not now, and you probably know which ones, and you pretty much see them on like a TV screen because they're watching the news, and it's, you know, pretty alright, pretty cool to actually say, bam, this was reality back in the 90s, you know. And I really love that. I really like the style, you know. It's not really that futuristic, it's not really that old, right? It's pretty normal. And fun fact, but you also get to see some other Marvel characters in the show. It's not only about the X-Men, which makes it a bigger universe in general. Like, for example, you see, spoilers alert, Iron Man and Captain America. You see Spider-Man 2 times, Peter Parker and Spider-Man, 2 different times. You see Doctor Strange, you see Cloak and Dagger, you see Daredevil, which is really nice. And you see Doctor Doom too, Mr. Fantastic sometimes, because Morph can morph into other people, like Mr. Fantastic and the Hulk, and pretty cool. I really love this show, man. Like, there were so many good things about it. But hey, ladies and gentlemen, that was my opinion. Those were my thoughts. I thought, you know, this show was perfect. I would love to see a season 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. I just hope we can have some more X-Men content. Obviously, with the cinematic universe of Marvel, they're probably reaching that with the live action X-Men things that have happened before, like Charles Xavier and Beast and the Marvels. But, you know, let's just get a great freaking movie. Not too weird, not too futuristic, just X-Men, like this animation but in the movie form. That would be so lovely. Like, you know, we have the Fox X-Men, we have, you know, the old Fox X-Men, like the 90s, and we have, or the beginning 2000s films, and we have the X-Men from 2014, 15 with James McAvoy, and you know, I just would love to see a real X-Men story, right? Not about, like, you know, I want to see X-Men, man. That's my only dream, to see X-Men in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, not as like a post-credit scene or an after-credit scene or just a mention or one character just appearing. No, I want the real thing. I want their family. I want Charles Xavier school to be a place for the mutants to grow up with and to actually see a school, you know, whatever. I just love the X-Men, and that's my take. But alright, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully you enjoyed this probably long video, but whatever, you know. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you later. Or should I say, to me, my X-Men. Yeah, okay, that's the intro, alright? Whatever, bye-bye.